What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer, and we just had the next new Mythic skin revealed, Cyber Fuel Junkrat. Yes, we knew this one was coming. They announced it back at the very start of Season 19, but didn't show us what it looked like exactly until now. It will be releasing on Tuesday with the launch of the mid-season update, and they gave us a little teaser trailer showing it off and everything it has in store. So let's take a look at Cyber Fuel Junkrat, the next new Mythic skin, and break down what all it's got in store. So as we can tell from the trailer, the skin overall has a very Freak-inspired design. Freaks, of course, being the faction which Hazard hails from, and that aesthetic with all the sort of neon bright colors and holographic designs is very much present in this skin, and I gotta say, it looks pretty good. They do outline the different levels of customization, with the base level 1 being the skin itself, and the ability effects, which we can see here are very holographic and neon in their color scheme. I gotta admit, the effects are actually pretty cool and are probably going to be the best part of this skin. We can see the explosion from his frag launcher and Riptire, both having really cool effects tied to them. The second tier then introduces tire customization, which is pretty cool actually. We get 3 unique designs, one being a sort of scary smiling face, another being a sort of like black hole portal design on it, and the third being another scary smiling face, but this one being 3D with its tongue hanging out and everything. I gotta admit, these are actually pretty cool designs, a good bit of variety here in terms of the tire aesthetics, but unfortunately it does seem like the only customization is the tire aesthetics. There's no other model customization for the skin itself beyond this. Yeah, par for the course at this point, but still disappointing. And then level 3 is color customization. There do seem to be 3 main colors, being red, orange, and then the sort of like teal, bluish green we see for most of the duration of this teaser. So yeah, those are presumably going to be the 3 main palettes, plus of course the iridescent and gilded aspects as well, which you're going to have to buy those aspects separately, but they will be customization options for the skin. And then level 4, we get the ambient skin VFX, which are actually pretty cool too. The biggest one in particular is the sort of holographic mask Junkrat gets with this. There's a lot of effects overall. He has this sort of like aura effect, these little booster things on his feet, but that mask, the spooky smiling mask with the crossed out eyes, that is definitely the most interesting component of the skin visual effects we see here, and is definitely going to make you want to get that highest tier customization, because without it, well, I just don't think the skin's as strong. So yeah, having covered all the customization options, what are my thoughts on Cyber Fuel Junkrat? Well, I certainly like it a lot more than I do the Lifeweaver skin. This one I feel like is a bit more spectacular and unique and interesting with the aesthetics and customization of it. Again, it suffers from the obnoxious tiered mythic progression system they've now implemented, where you can't just have variants that are the different tiers. No, it has to be upgrading the skin so that it's basically pointless to buy the skin at all unless you buy all the tiers. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, has anyone ever bought a mythic skin that they didn't just buy all the tiers for? Not to my knowledge. And while I do think the skin itself looks fantastic, it's not really redeeming a lot of the issues myself and others have had with mythics at this point. Admittedly, it's probably the best mythic we've had in a while, but again, that tiered upgrade system they've integrated with them is just not great. It's not great at all. Another neat component, though, I will commend them for is the fact that the skin itself is very clearly directly based on an actual in-universe faction, whereas something like the Druid Lifeweaver skin is just a general fantasy nature druid theming that it takes, which is still cool in its own right. But I do like that they're tapping into something that feels very unique to the Overwatch universe, the Freaks faction, and it works well for Junkrat, and I would love to see more skins like this in the future. Be they other heroes getting Freak-themed skins that are probably not going to be mythics, but are maybe just legendaries, or even tapping into other factions, the Junkers, Los Muertos. Boss, Vishkar. There's a ton of factions with very iconic aesthetics in the Overwatch universe that I think would be a cool basis for future Mythic skins. And so if this is setting a standard in terms of Blizzard focusing on the Overwatch lore as an actual source for cosmetics again, which is something they haven't really done a lot of recently, then I'm certainly all for that. And when it comes to Cyber Fuel Junkrat specifically, this is probably one that I'm going to be picking up. I usually pass on most Mythic skins and weapons, but this is one that I think I like enough that I'm definitely going to be trying it out and playing it in game, seeing what sort of cool effects it gets. And maybe it'll even be my go-to for Junkrat. I don't know. We'll see. But on that note, let me know your thoughts on Cyber Fuel Junkrat by dropping a comment down below. Are you a fan of this Mythic skin? Is it meeting your expectations? Maybe even surpassing them? Or is it yet another instance of Mythic skins failing to live up to the hype for you? Either way, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, be sure to subscribe, hit up that bell icon, follow me on X, and join my Discord server to hang out and never miss any of my future Overwatch 2 news streams and other content. Special thanks to my YouTube channel members who help make these videos possible. And I will be going live streaming the Season 19 mid-season update when it launches on Tuesday. So I hope to see you all there. We're going to be trying out this new Mythic skin, playing around with some of the other changes and updates. It's going to be a good time. And on that note, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off. And until next time, have a great day.